bruh. This shit is like fire. For real. Howdy. Hello. Oh, hey, how's it going there, bunch? Look at this. I built a thing. The thing does stuff. And that stuff is the reason for the video. So I made this. I call it Melting Point. Because this melts all the ingots in the game. Or at least all the varieties. Ooh, that sunrise. It's looking fire. So yes, this is my wonderful build, and the reason for the video is I put, what do you want to call it? A post up on Reddit of this, and I was given a bunch of different questions. I just backed into there. This is stupid. Yeah, so I was I was asked, words are hard. I was asked a bunch of different questions, so I thought, why not make a video, make it nice and easy to understand, and I could tell all the different, or answer all the different questions about this build. Because it is kind of a monstrous, as you can see, it takes up quite a bit. So, yeah, if you like what you see, I don't really care, fuck you. First things first, let's mess with some mods. Let's give it to about 10 a.m. nice and bright, and we will pause the day because I am a god, and we'll go over this base and exactly what it does and how it works. And if you want to build it yourself, this will make it nice and easy. So where do we start? Where do we start? Oh, that is confusing. I can show you how it's built, the history, how much it produces, how massive it is, because it is massive. Look, it's like just tearing away parts of the map, just trying to be itself. You know what? We will begin where I began. The entrance. So the idea was I wanted this area of the map. Where is it? Let's open my map. So this area right here, I wanted this to be all the ingots that I needed for my mega project that I wanted to do. So first things first was to create an entranceway. So what I did, I created a foundation, and then I went sideways, and then sideways, and then sideways, and yeah. And I basically built a 1 meter foundation, well, a whole bunch of them. And then in between the foundation, I made some billboards. And what did I do? Oh yeah, vertical gradient, red, black, all that kind of stuff. All that good stuff. You can see how it is. And it kind of makes it look like heat is coming up from it. I think it looks pretty cool. I do like it. Oh, and then we went with nice pillars with smaller pillars around it. These are annoying because you got to use, what is it? Not that button. Oh yeah, paint a beam. So the beam goes on here, and then diagonally we go up here or wherever, and then you get the picture. So basically you just, oh yeah, that's right, it does work right. You know how it goes. You've seen tutorials, you know how it goes. So I kind of just went up, and then up, and then up, and then up, and then I went in, and then went up again, and I went in, and that's where I got to here. So I wonder what the height would be on here. Let's see. So if we went vertical, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that part is 10 foundations high. If you want to build along with me, join me. It was fun. Then I went to this, and another. Whoa, actually that was bigger than that. Oh yeah, I remember what I did. And then I got up to this point, and I wanted, let's see, so it's 3 wide, and then I put a curve one in here with a outer curve thing here, and then signs in the middle. And this is where I wanted to put the name, but I didn't, because melting point won't fit here, right? MELTING. Yeah, it ain't gonna fit. I'm gonna abbreviate point, but what will be the point? Yeah. So then I put some ramps up against a wall, and then I put this small billboard in between it. Did I do the same thing as the other one? Yeah, I think I did the same thing as the other one, to try and make it look like heat is in here. So as you're looking at it from different heights, it kind of messes with the perspective. and it was looking really cool. Oh yeah, and this one is an inverted one because it kind of looks like the heat is coming off of there. The idea behind that was I kind of wanted the look of like the Foundry and the Smelter as the front of it, but it ended up just turning into, oh, what's that place? The Shinra building from Final Fantasy VII. Because, you know, why not? Oh, and there was another Reddit thing. Hold on. There we go. So I saw this on a Reddit post, and I can't remember where it was, but I saved the picture to look at, and that's where I got the idea of putting the strong angles and everything on there. Cool story, bro. I know, right? So that is where I got the idea for this, and I kind of could have made it taller, but I didn't understand what I was going to do. I built the front of this, just kind of been like, yeah, this is what the front's going to look like. By the way, to build these angles, what I did was, where's number 6? I was watching a lot of, oh god, what is his name? Name dropping people is fun. Not Stin Archie, who has some amazing stuff. Oh, what is the other guy's name? Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy unless I think of it. Imagine just putting all this in the video. Why not? Sure. Why not? Okay. Fluxo, that's it. So yeah, so what I did was, you know, I was watching a lot of his videos. Alright, let's just do default right there. And then what I did was, let's see, number 6. And I just turn this like a degree. So you just turn it, and then 2 of them next to each other. And then you grab the thing, and you can kind of just go here. And what ends up happening is they match up at the edges. And it looks fantastico. Amazing. And that's how I got the rounded edges. But the funny thing about that is it actually messes up. Because like this going over and then this at a 45 degree and then this going over right here kind of messes up the, you know, how far these things are apart. So it's better to do a base foundation and then build the curves on top of it, and, you know, as we go out, kind of do different things. Alright, back to focusing. Then, what did I do? Oh, I built these rounded stairs going down here, which I thought were really cool. And, like, I was going to have a big entranceway, kind of just have, like, all this foundation on here, so you could, like, park cars or whatever, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think should be in the front of this? Should I just leave it the way it is, or should I have, like, something else? Let me know. I'm curious. Oh, and then I built this next to it, which is, what was it, like a 5x5? Yes. So 5x5 block, and I put these coal generators on top, because when this thing starts going, I want the smoke a-blowing. Well, that kind of rhymed. And then I started working on the first set of refineries. Now these refineries, this was the first thing that I wanted because I only wanted to use refineries for, what is this, milk. Yes, I wanted to make the bauxite into the milk, and then the milk would go down into the next one, and that would make the cereal. Yes, so the milk with the cocoa pebbles, that would make the cereal, and some excess water because we wanted 2% milk, not whole milk. And yeah, that was the process behind here. But then things got messed up, and, you know, I was trying to figure out how to get the cereal into the bars because I want cereal bars. So, you know, I should have just hit no clip on this. Oh my god, it's so convoluted in here. Yeah. So each one comes over, gets merged with the second one. That goes in a belt. Those belts just go all the way over and then get sent straight up. And oh my god, it's so confusing in here. Oh, why did I do this? How was anybody following along with this? I don't know. But anyway, I got all the wonderful smelters all here. Each one is put at 200%. So that way we have, how many do we have? Where is it? It's up here. Oh yeah. I built this giant room over here. This is what I was using some of the space for because it looks amazing. So if we look at the Wheel of Morality, we are making 2,880, what is it? Cereal ingots per minute. Yes, 2,880 cereal ingots per minute. That's phenomenal. And this is basically like, not the hub station, the mainframe, the mine core. This is it. This is where all the magic happens. Actually, no, it's just all design and waste of products. Oh yeah, what's on the other side? So then I built that side over here, and then I ended up mirroring it over here, because, fun story, turns out that these things are 10 going all the way over, right? Oh god, I missed one. 20. So I built 10, and then I built another 10, and that gives me a grand total of 16 refineries. So we have 16 refineries over there, and another 16 refineries. So I built the same thing over here. Now originally I did have one of these beamed kind of things in the middle of it, but that messed with my trains once I started building trains, so I had to rebuild it into something like this, where it kind of looks okay. I like it. It's pretty cool. And then we mirrored this over to here, then mirrored the whole thing onto that side, and it was fun. Now, what do these things do over here? Well, I'm glad you asked, mysterious voice in my head. I decided to take Caterium ore and make Caterium ingots. And then realized that a train would bring in much more Caterium ingots than what needs to go in here, because even with both of them fully overclocked, it's still garbage the amount of that it actually produces. So these extra smelters going all the way across here, which mirror the smelters over there, make Caterium ingots, and it's all good. It's kind of cool. What should I show you next? Oh yeah, and then we can go back up to mother box, and that is making my gold bars at 2,400 parts per minute. Yay! So that is how it started. And if you want to build along, yeah, good luck with that. It's very hard and difficult. Like, I put these in here just for show. They don't really do anything. Some of this stuff kind of just goes through the floor, because why not? I mess with the walls, so we have like some weird cool walls and everything in there. But I put walls in the middle, because why not? Let's see. These things go all the way down just because it looks cool. This is a pillar that I went on the wall going over here. Some stuff was turned sideways just for a little detail, so it wasn't very bland. Another pillar in here for no apparent reason, but decoration. All I do is decoration, really. This is what I like. I like decoration. I could care less how much this produces. Whoa. Speaking of decoration, doesn't that look amazing? Yeah. Thank God for blueprints. I built this thing in a tutorial video back in the day. Well, not with the extensions or anything like that, but with blueprints, so much better. Oh my god, I made this stuff going all the way around. Gotta love it. Oh, gotta thank Bits for this. Bits, this is all thanks to you. I have a road going around this entire world. Thanks. Thanks. My lag thanks you. Okay, so what does this all do? Well, the train comes in here, and then the first train stop has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a station, and drops off bauxite. The next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a station, drops off bauxite. Now when I build this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a massive train, and then I'm going to find a train, I'm going to make a train station in another part of the world. So for bauxite, I would have to go all the way to the reddish forest, probably somewhere over here, build a train line, have all the stuff belted over to that train line, and have a massive train basically go all the way back over into here and drop in the station. So the idea is not to have 2 trains, even though I have 2 train stations. The object is to have 1 massive train with 2 train things to keep it going. Because I realize it's better to just have the whole thing at once instead of just kind of broken up. So I started building trains. Oh, and I built the Caterium one, which needs 960 Caterium per minute. I think that was incorrect. Is that what it needs? I don't know. Caterium's weird on account of like these things. There's like 16 of them, but they need 60 ore. So what is that? 16 times, where's my times button? 16 times 60. Oh yeah, so these on the bottom. Okay, so that's one train for 960, another train for 960, then the stuff for whatever the smelters were. Are you still following along? Is this a bit confusing? Well, don't you worry. I have no clue what the fuck is going on either. Oh yeah, this is what my entrance kind of looks like. I just kind of went with like some cool, like, you know, double ramping and everything, kind of holding that up. Went with the nice, what is it, like heat lamps in here, because, you know, although it kind of looks okay during the day, it looks crispy in the dark. Which once we get lumens on here, oh, that is totally gonna be even darker and more contrast, and you ain't gonna see jack diddly squat. Can't wait for that. Update 8, which they definitely ruined. It should have been mirrored. Oh, well, so it was like update 3, but it turns into an 8 when it has a mirror next to it. They missed the perfect opportunity. Oh yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so because the refineries needed water, we have pipes going into the floor, coming out of the floor, going up here and doing some weird stuff. And they go all the way to the back. And I just had them go through the center part into this diagonal wall, coming back over, going into here and into this thing. And I love this thing. I really wanted to point this out because it was hard to show people exactly what I was trying to do, but this is so cool. You can't really see it in the picture, but I love that kind of thing. Oh, the idea was to make it look like it's water cooled, and this was like the heat sink that was just kind of like dispersing the heat into the atmosphere. Oh, but anyway, all these pipes, what do I do? No clip, because I am a cheater. I don't know if you guys know this. You know, and I just belted all these into oblivion, all the way into the thing over there. Although I could have used the water that's right there. Meh, I wanted it on the outside. So yeah, this actually goes to the edge over here. Don't mind the, what do you want to call it? Sulfur. That's for something else. And then it kind of comes over here. And the idea is I have fully overclocked water with fully overclocked water with fully overclocked water and water. And it's all connected into one pipe going all the way over here. And this pipe goes up, up and away to this one. So this one pumps water. This pump makes it go higher. This pump makes it go higher. This pump makes it go even higher. And this pump is a waste of space. Then it goes over here, and then it goes back down and into the back of the system. So now, all these pipes, none of them need any pumps. Because reasons and physics and logic. But the way it works is this one plus this one into a pipe. Then this one plus this one into a pipe. Then this one plus this one into a pipe. And so on and so forth until you're crazy. And then all the blue spaghetti, or lasagna, however you want to put it, is going all the way back into the system. Yay. So kids, if you're following along at home, so far we have just shown off the refineries. That's it. That's all I've shown off so far is the refineries, maybe some, you know, whatever you want to call it, train stations. This big empty space over here that kind of looks like a train station with the nice little angled curved roof and everything like that. But other than that, that is all I've shown so far. This is just a little decoration that I did in here for fun. But, you know, it's overwhelming waste of space. Oh yeah, and then there's other things. So we have the Caterium on this line. Then we went into petroleum coke. Then we went into iron. Then we went into Mexico City. Then we went to Amsterdam. And now I'm confused. Where am I? I think I turned it right on Albuquerque or something. I don't know. Oh, what was this side? Let's see. Bauxite. And then we need some cocoa pebbles. And then we need some Kappa. And then Station 16 and Station 17. So I think 16 and 17 were supposed to be like copper and iron or something like that. I totally forgot to write things down. I'll figure it out later when I get this actually up and running. If I get this up and running. Yeah, it looks amazing. None of it is running. None of it is running. It's powered though, because the power cheats. But what did I do? Oh yeah. So I built all these wonderful lines, and then every single one of the line goes into the floor and into a bin. Double belted, and then a single belt comes out. Because this is a nice little buffer from when they come out of the trains. Because apparently, this is a thing. I didn't even know this, but turns out that the trains stop letting you grab product from them when they unload. Whose crazy idea was that? What do we want? Logic in this? Sheesh. Oh yeah, so that was a thing. So I put buffers all the way on this bottom floor right here, and I made the floor all fancy, but other than that, you know, nothing too special. It just goes into lines and then into floors, and I just kind of belted things as best I could. I mean, it's super, super annoying, but it looks alright. No lights down here, by the way. Oh, it was funny though. So I did leave this part open. So like, let's say you come in, and then you're coming over. To get over there, you'd have to cross here, and then if you wanted to, you could just slide underneath, and you could come over here and check stuff. But you know, why would you want to? It runs perfectly. Don't at me. Okay, so that's that. Everything comes in and then starts getting belted up. And what happens when it gets belted up? Well, I will tell you. I started going into foundries. Now, these foundries are making iron ingots, 125 per minute. And we have quite a bit. 16 times 4. So, 64 foundries all making iron. Now, why am I making iron? Well, because this side was making steel, and I really wanted something else over there. Now, here's the funny thing. This is all making steel, that's making iron, but this is only making 100 steel per minute. Because it needs a lot of things. Wait, I didn't upgrade any of these? Oh yeah, that's right. It makes a lot. It makes quite a bit. Alright. Wait, how much do we have? Let me just phase through reality and check the motherboard. So the black bars are being made at 6,400 parts per... Yeah, why didn't I not figure that out? That's like basic math. It was 100 and I could just times it by 64 machines. What an idiot. Oh yeah, and then I'm making iron. Iron's going at 8,000 parts per minute, so that's going to be awesome. So we have this, we have this, we have that, and we have that. So the real question is, where is 25.6 thousand copper bars being made? Well, I'm glad you asked, mysterious voice. Who else would put this video into the stratosphere if it wasn't for you? I built another layer on top, and then I built a roof on it. Why? I don't know. I built a roof on it. It's a roof. And what it does is it makes 200 copper ingots per machine. So that's 64 machines. Or it would be if I didn't mirror it and do the same thing on the other side, also making copper ingots. Now some of you are asking, some of you are thinking, and I'm going to preempt your thought. You are saying, hey, random stranger on the internet, what do you need 25.3 thousand bars of copper per minute? And what the fuck? Oh, and I would say, mind your own fucking business. No, sorry, that's so mean. I'm mean now that I don't care. Yeah, so what ends up happening is, there's a recipe, and it is called copper powder. This dust needs 30 ingots to make 5. Yep, 30 ingots to make 5. And now, let's say you wanted to make nuclear. I gotta make sure I pronounce that right, because God forbid anybody in the comments is saying you're pronouncing it incorrectly. It's nuclear. It's nuclear. It's nuclear. I don't care. I need 200 powder plus 1 of these Tetris cubes to make master materia. So the copper powder is at 5. So just to make 1, that is 5 times 20? Wait, isn't it? Why am I not good at basic math, right? 200. So 5 times 20 is 100. So it's 40. So it's 40 times 30. So 4 times 3. 4 plus 4, 8. 12. Plus 2 zeros. 1,200 for every Tetris cube. Ooh. Well, if I have 25,000, I can make a Tetris. Okay, so that's basically what it is. I just put some pillars in here, put some lights, and then kind of fuse them through there. Yeah, it's just decoration, and then, so all of them, wait, I gotta go right here. This is the best way to see it. So everything is kind of coming through on a railway in here. Each one breaks off, and then I'm going to have a super train for each one of them. Then they all come over, and they use this to leave. But some super trains are going to come in here, and this is the loading one. We have just 2 small ones over here. I have one for the aluminum ingots, 1, 2. One for the caterium ingots. And then the bigger one, this one is going to be for the iron, and the other one over there is going to be for the, what do we go, steel? Steel, yes. Then we have the one on the outside, and this chunky boy is, what is it, 10 with the middle one? Oh my god, yeah, it is a big boy. This is all going to be copper. That is right. One giant copper leap for mankind. This is my problem, though. I want this to be mirrored on both sides. So the idea was, no matter how it comes into the factory, it kind of merges together and goes through. So that way, if I did it on the other side, I didn't have like one line going in, one line, you know. Because the whole point was to try and keep the train on the right side instead of the left side, so it doesn't crash or get you. You know how it goes. If everything's on its correct side, it really helps with movement and all that. But now if I have this coming over here, it's still in the wrong thing. It still needs to go on the right side. So this is incorrect. It's good on that side, but not on this side. So I have to rework this somehow. No clue how I'm going to do that. But yeah, that is basically it. I should point out one thing. These things produce water because we don't like 2% milk. It has all that excess water. We were going for whole milk. You know how it goes. So the idea is to take all this water that's here, and then I'm going to pump it all the way up to the top, and it's going to go into each one of these coal generators, and then I got coal coming in from somewhere. So coal comes in here. So I'm going to have the water come up and then the coal come up, and all of this excess water is just going to be burned off by these coal generators so I can have extra smoke coming in. Isn't that fucking awesome? That's freaking awesome. Oh, I love it. That's so cool. So yes, this is Melting Point. It looks really cool. It's really intricate, and I just mess with some of the different like roof styles and everything. I had this coming back for some reason. In terms of when you enter, you kind of just go down, and then there's a look-off point to the heater, which looks really cool from back here. You can just kind of see how the heat going on there. I put this over here because of reasons. I don't know. It just kind of looked cool in my head. So then you can go all the way up to the top. You can check out machinery. You can slide around, do whatever you want to. And then, of course, I made the mother room, or whatever the hell I was calling this. I've totally forgot. See, this is what I wanted. 2,500, the melting point of steel. Oh, and then I put in these cool symbols that you can just, use random symbols for that. This one's a fun one. If you figure out, someone please figure out what this symbol means and put it down in the comments. If you know, you know. Then we got soccer balls for some reason. But this room was the best because now I have what each train does. Oh yeah, that's right, I labeled the train. So train number 4 has 3,200 iron, where train number 5 needs 64 copper. So I labeled each train, and then I labeled the outgoing trains, and then I did the same on each side. Oh, how you guys like my keyboard? I was messing with the symbols that were on here, and I was just kind of going on there just to try and make a keyboard. It came out really good, I gotta say. Although we're missing some stuff, but other than that, looks good. And then I know exactly how many items I need coming in. I know how it's set up. Everything about that. Oh, and then this goes up top. Was there anything up here? Oh yeah, so if I wanted to change the lighting, I can change the lighting. And then, did I have anything else? Oh yeah, there was a secret. Secret. So if you kind of go up here to the very tippity top, there is, bam. So you can shut off the power to it, in the most convoluted spot possible. And then of course you can come over here and look to the oasis and see the world in new eyes. So isn't that great? What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm curious. And then next time, what am I going to do next time? I could show off the road, explain that, maybe the pieces. You know what? Next time, if anybody really cares, I can go over how I made 50.4 uranium fuel rods per minute in the most complex and most over-the-top frickin' build. Or not, I don't give a shit.